Magi Sinbad no Bouken chapters 125 and 126. I'm really sorry that I'm extremely behind on Sinbad no Bouken because, of course, our favorite manga sites have not posted them like some places have. So I want to thank one of my subscribers for actually giving me the link to this website so I could actually catch up on Sinbad no Bouken with you guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it in twos. I was going to do a video with four, but I think that would have just been way too much. So this one's going to be for Sinbad and Boken's chapters 125 through 126. And then, of course, we got 127 and 128, 129 through 130, um, and then 131 through 132. So make sure you stay tuned for that because I'm going to try and get this all recorded and uploaded today. So anyway, last chapter of Sinbad no Bouken was just creepy as hell. Barbarossa, his mannerisms are totally like the Sinbad we see in Magi Labyrinth of Magic, but I swear there's homo tendencies there. Anyway, without further ado, let's get to this chapter. Oh, Barbarossa, why do you have to be so creepy and look like Kaiba, who I totally love? Do you want to be my friend? Sinbad's like, what the fuck, dude? Incredible, Sinbad. Doing just as you said, I managed to snag a fish. Hey, you listening to me, Sinbad? Sinbad's just like, why am I doing this? Why? We won't be able to deepen our friendship like this. Come on, teach me how to fish. Why? Why is he being so nice? First horse riding and now fishing? Um, what? What? We're just fishing because you're no good at horse riding, but you don't seem to be having any fun. That technique is really good. Of course, it's a fisherman's, but then what is it? It's not that I'm not satisfied, but this is a river. It's different from the sea. There's a difference between fishing in a river and fishing in the sea. Yeah, they're completely different. They are. They're really different. The river fish are few in numbers and very small. If you compare them to the sea ones who always travel in schools, this fish will not be fooled just by this fishing line. You need to check for its movements. What? Barbarossa's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Read the waves to see where it goes. This is how sailors do their fishing. The sea is much more incredible. Sometimes you have to face a group of hundreds of them. No other pleasure can match up to the one that comes from facing an opponent like that. And when you catch a lot, you distribute them between the villagers, and then, I'm sorry, this really has nothing to do with this. It's fine. To be honest, I'd like to hear more. Hmm. After all, I was born in the capital. Anywhere else is pretty distant. So I'm very interested in discussing lands unknown to me. And as I said before, I'm very interested in you. Oh, God, that's creepy. Of course, I want to know more about my friend's homeland, don't you think? No, there's something. No. There's something else. My village was a fisherman's village named Tyson. Sinbad then started talking about the Tyson village, about his family, about his father, and then about himself. I see, so that's why you started conquering dungeons. Yeah, the rest is in my adventure book, just a little more dramatic. I have a goal, the goal to change this irrational world. Well, yeah, we know that you're doing it in Labyrinth of Magic. It's happening. So I've been traveling all around, gaining more power and more friends. You said you're not in the military anymore, then it's not your duty to protect the country anymore. But even then, you created a party and are changing it. Why? Because it's your homeland, or do you have other motives? Woo! But something to keep in mind is notice how the government here in Parthivia is very. I don't know if you guys think it's kind of similar to the Sinbad International Alliance, because remember, Sinbad is still king of Sindria. So, yeah, I kind of feel like it's very similar. I can't understand you. If you want to deepen our friendship, then answer me, please. I only have one goal: to make the world know about Parthivia and its citizens. Because of patriotism? No, I've told you this already. The Parthivians are the most excellent race in the world. They don't tolerate injustices like the ones happening now. I need to prove this to the world. I was raised as a soldier to protect the palace since my childhood, and so I started to see through my own eyes. You must be aware of the stupid actions of the bureaucrats and nobles. Oh boy, don't get me started with bureaucrats. Fuck bureaucrats. Thanks to the heavy losses they suffered in the war, they had to cut off resources, and thus the royal palace ended up sacrificing many Parthivians. Woo! So that's the purge. It was silly. Why did so many members of this excellent and proud race have to lose their lives? Is this what Judar was talking about, or do you think there's something else going on here? I couldn't contain myself to change this. To change this, I ended up changing the system of the country, and so one day I'll have to change the world's recognition too. You probably understand since you said you wanted to go ahead and change this world's irrationality, as you are Parthivian just like us. I'm sorry, but can I say something, Barbarossa? My opinion is different. I really am a Parthivian, but I don't think that we're better than anybody else. In my company, we have tons of different races. We have people from Imuchak, Sasan, Reem, and Balbad. All of them are excellent. I don't think any race stood out against the others. Besides, I got here with my own power, and not because I'm a Parthivian. This really is making me think of World War II. It's making me think of Hitler a little bit and the Nazis. It's it's not just like the purge itself. It's just like the reasoning behind it. It just sounds so much like the Nazi Party. It does. The truth is that I do want to save the people in this country, but in a different way than you. Ooh, that is true. Your success up until now has been your accomplishment. I won't disagree with that. No, in fact, that is my answer, Sinbad. Isn't the one who guides the races, those races, you, a Parthivian? Oh, shit. Oh, you got you there, Sinbad. That is the proof of the truth. We are special. Our race needs to be above all others in order to guide the world. That is the power of of our Parthivian race. Oh my freaking god! This freaking a Barbarossa, you are creepy as fucking hell. You are making me think of Hitler. It is just is real right now. Anyway, I'm gonna clock this one out at 7. Races need to guide the world. It is above all others. That's what it means to be Parthivian. You really feel that way about us? Are you really serious? Ooh, this is called strategy. Interesting. But of course, especially you who leads a company with so many people, that is exactly what all Parthivians desire. I don't know about that, Barbarossa. Exceptional human beings should be leaders and stay on top of the world. That's what I desire. Oh boy, Barbarossa, your influence is totally rubbed off on Sinbad. You are the physical manifestation of that very desire someone the whole world admires. Be this country's symbol, its leader. I really value you, so let us change this world together. This man is incredible. Was this how he conquered the people's hearts? Yeah, that's pretty much how, because this is how you're going to do it too, Sinbad, in all honesty. Just as you said, I'm Parthivian, part of a very talented race, and perhaps though I used those skills without even realizing it, but ideal leader? That's too much. I'm just a merchant. And as proof, I wrote about building a country in my adventure book, but I didn't actually do that. This is because I don't have any land. I traveled really far to the south in the dark continent, but I had no luck. I'd say in these conditions, I'm far from the ideal leader. I'm special because I'm Parthivian. That's really absurd, but the notion would make people's awareness grow. You end up feeling proud and completely confident in your own blood. He makes them all. He makes them fall for this illusion where mysteriously you're chosen. You're a special chosen identity. Barbarossa, you stroke people's egos and fool them with your sweet talking. Clever, I'll have to admit it, but woo, Sinbad sees through it like I do. Yay! You just want to use me, isn't that right? With this ideal leader talk, I won't let you do that. No, I'm going to do better. I'll be the one using you. Woo! So this is oh man, Sinbad. Woo! Got it. What do you mean? Let me create a country. Ooh, so this is how the war is going to start. It's really odd that I, a Parthivian, didn't succeed in doing that. I have to do it. You said that I am the ideal leader, so I can't be done. So it can't be done without first having created a country. That's it. You can't ignore me. You want to use me as the ideal Parthivian because I'm successful. As a Parthivian, I want to cooperate with you, but the current me doesn't have that power. Therefore, give me some land so that I can create a nation. Fine. For you to ask me that, you really are the man I imagined you to be. Right. I did it. Yeah, I did. Thank, thank you. I'm glad we could come to a deal. So, what's the nation you want to create like? What do you mean? gotta say, this is interesting that this is how Sindria is starting. Like this war is going to be a lot different than I thought it was going to be. You can say you want to create a nation, but there are many ways to do that. Do you want a country that is part of Parthivia, or do you want a completely independent nation? If I were you, I'd transform your Sindria company into an independent country with a special commercial zone. Yeah, a special commercial zone? Yes, as an example, think of the Mariadel company from Rhea, Venus Island, that you took control of. It belongs to Reem, but it ended up gaining autonomy. Its supremacy was approved, and it became a free company. In case of an emergency, Parthivia can always act quick and get its lands back, but you can at least use a small island for your nation. He's set in a trap for you, Sinbad. Barbarossa, you sneaky little shit. That's true. That way it'll be easy. And you have many other advantages. If the kingdom is small, it's easy to manage. The administration will also be small, so it will be stable. And you can focus on negotiations so the country can keep growing. It's perfect for merchants like you, right? I see. Incredible. I can actually imagine my country. But Sinbad, I can't say I'm pro in my current situation or current position. I'm just a citizen. I have no political power in my hands. But if we win the next elections, I will have that power. Let's make a promise regarding this talk. Oh my God, Sinbad, you are selling your soul to the devil right now. You idiot. You really are interesting, eh? You have very little experience and you're very hasty, but even so, you're ambitious and brave. God, he reminds me of my friend. He really does. I'm aware of why you're a very important man in different places. And these fish, what will you do with them? Come to my vacation home. You're a free man after all. We haven't talked enough. Besides, I want to hear more of your stories. Leave the adventure stories to me. I'll tell you more about dungeons and metal vessels. I have a metal vessel too. Two in fact. Huh? I got them because I needed them. So we both visited more than one dungeon. That's rare. Huh? You're a very interesting man too. Barbarossa, I don't trust you. I don't trust you. Sinbad, you better. Sinbad is going to out troll you, and I will laugh. I will laugh my fucking ass off as he out trolls you. Anyway, let me know your thoughts about these chapters. Like, do you think that Sinbad can? Do you think this is how Sinbad learned the way of the troll? Because in all honesty, you could tell that Sinbad is becoming a troll. I'm telling you, Barbarossa is a bad influence. He sold his soul to the devil for sure. Anyway, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. If you love what I'm doing and want to contribute to the Nerdigans Inc. expansion, there's a couple ways you can do that. You can donate to the Nerdigans Inc. Patreon or purchase something off the Nerdigans Inc. Amazon wishlist. Both links are in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on the Twits, aka Twitter. Follow my Twitch channel and friend me on PlayStation Network. And until next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.